Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, you know what I do on this channel? I give reviews of movies, any genre of movie, any kind of movie. You can get it all on this channel. If you are new on my channel, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment on my video, share my video, and tell me what you feel about my video, guys. If you haven't seen my previous video, the link of my previous video is in the description of this video. Please click on it and watch the video and tell me what you feel about the video, guys. So guys, today we'll be reviewing Ijogbon Chaos. This movie, before I saw this movie, I kind of prepared for this movie, and I read about the plot of this movie, hoping. When I read the plot of this movie, I was quite skeptical about this movie. I felt this movie was not going to be all that, but I was like, okay, let's just try it out and see. Ijogbon is a movie about 4 friends, Obi, Ronti, Jamiu, and Omoba Prince. They found a diamond coincidentally while inside the forest. They found a diamond, and this diamond, and already they were quite tired of being in the village, being in Oyo. They wanted to leave, they wanted to go and experience life, they wanted to go out of that particular town and experience life. And it just happened that when they got to see the diamond, that was like the right perfect time, because Roti was already complaining, talking about how tired he was, and if it was possible for him to just leave, he could. So boom, they got to the diamond and they tried to sell the diamond. They eventually got to sell a part of it. They still kept the rest, but later on it kind of puts them into trouble. So guys, this movie, first, like I said initially, the plot of this movie, when I initially read the plot, I already had an idea of how this movie was going to be. I was like, you know what, let's just see it in order to kill the curiosity. The plot of this movie was not so new, it was not giving at all. I was quite surprised. This movie was produced and directed by Kunle Afolayan, and Kunle Afolayan movies, they always have a kind of interesting and sweet plot. But this movie, the plot of this movie, I felt the plot had something embedded in it, but the acting and it was just, while seeing this movie, I felt I was seeing a kids movie. I was like, what is this? I was not the plot was not giving. I felt Obi and her mom's part where they were speaking Igbo, and there was times where the mom would have to speak Igbo and the other parents couldn't understand what she was saying and she had to interpret it. I don't know, there was something about that scene to me, that part. I was just quite skeptical about it. I felt there was no need for that. I didn't really know the essence of that particular scene where Roti told his father that he was not interested in being a pastor or a priest or going into the seminary. The thing about that scene, it was really fun. It was a funny scene to me, because while seeing that, I was just laughing, because Roti's character was quite a very scary character. He was scared. He was not so man enough. It was a very timid character. So having to, he was pissed at that moment. He wanted to look for his friend. He was just in a really confused situation, and his daddy was telling him going to the seminary and he just had to change his face. He just had to tell his father his mind. So I love that scene. It was a very funny and interesting. It was a hilarious and interesting scene. One thing about Kunle Afolayan movies is the fact that there's always a significant thing. There's always something significant about his movie. There's always something that kind of takes you back to think to when seeing a movie and the story start adding up, you're like, oh, okay. So he always have something significant in his movie. So one thing significant that they were kind of trying to say in this movie was the fact that the diamonds always bring about separation, brings about chaos, conflict, just like Ijogbon, conflict, chaos amongst people. So that was the significant thing about this movie, but it was just embedded somewhere. It was not really out, but that was something significant about the movie. I also felt this movie would have given it different plots, that have just gone a different route. The route it took, the scenes where Chidera and her guys, they came, they killed them. Like I always say, movies filled with stars don't end up being the best movies, to be honest. Especially Nollywood movies, they don't end up being the best. So I wish they had just gone through a different route, a different plot for this movie. This movie, the costume of this movie, This movie, when I initially started seeing this movie, I felt okay, we're going to have a vintage setting. The movie was going to be filled with, vintage setting and all. But this movie is like a 21st century movie where like modern things are happening, and probably that particular town is not like so modern, but they know a certain type of technological things coming up. For the fact that the four of them, Obi, Roti, Jamil, and Omoba, had to go to the city, get themselves iPhones, the latest iPhones. So obviously they are quite aware of the latest happenings. But the costume, the dressing from Chief Owonifari, the way he dresses, the things he does. I know a lot of people still can't like prefer the whole vintage style, but what he wore and the whole, it was not, I felt they didn't really add up. I felt they would have just kind of like made it a little bit balanced, and it would have made a lot of sense rather than giving us quite a vintage feel, but what the children wanted was more modern. So I felt the scene where Chief Onifari killed Kasali and his girlfriend BC, that scene was a bit interesting. That action scene, it was like they tried. I like that the shots gone and the killing was so fast, simple and easy. That particular scene was quite different. Guys, this movie, I don't even know, like the movie was not all that, to be honest. I expected more from this movie, but I didn't really get it. So guys, I'm going to rate this movie 4/10. Let me know if you've seen Ijogbon, and if you would love to see, let me know when you see it. Drop your comment, tell me what you feel about this movie, and I'm here and willing to respond to you. And please don't forget to like this video, comment on my video, subscribe to my channel, share my video, and tell me what you feel about my video. So guys, I'll see you all soon. Bye.